how does the idea of credit cards being daily and debit cards being for emergency go? I want to know, what do you mean? Never the way I've heard it said. How can credit cards be for daily use and debit cards be for emergency? Can you
All right,
flesh that out a little bit?
Oh, sure. See, here's what's going on, folks. I just need to know, when you go to work, are you working just for today? Are you working just to eat today? Are you working to secure a future for yourself and your family? If you're working just for today, then it doesn't matter how you spend your money. It really doesn't. But if you're working to secure a future for yourself and your family, to grow your wealth, then you want to think of it this way. If I use a debit card, I'm using my money. And when I use my money, all right, and I buy something with that money, this is what's called opportunity cost. I can't also invest the same dollars. I've already spent the dollars. So if you're a farmer, okay, think of your money as seed. If you're a farmer and you eat the seed, do you have anything to plant to grow a crop? Come on now. So that's what we're talking about. So if I spend my money, I can't also invest my money. Now, we've been told that borrowing money is evil. I also know that success leaves footprints. And I want to know from everybody on the stage and everybody on that's streaming right now, the largest buildings downtown are which buildings? And people are going to come back and say, it's the banks. Now, let me tell you about the banks. The banks are the biggest borrowers in town. They're the largest borrowers anywhere. When you read the information packet that they're giving you, when you get a bank account, they're actually borrowing your money. And when they borrow our money, what are they doing with our money? They're lending it out. Not only are they lending out our money, but they're lending out money they don't even have. It's called fractional reserve lending. So this is why they want you to handle your escrow account. Listen, an escrow account to pay your taxes and insurance on your mortgage, it is not a favor to you. It's a favor to them. You're setting up a savings account where you receive no interest so that they can pay for you your taxes and insurance. Folks, you can set up your own savings account to do that. Why do you need the bank to do that? Okay, so they do that to make sure that that money is always going to be there, because when they turn in their year-end report, they can then lend out $7 to $9 for every dollar they have on deposit. For every dollar that they have, they can lend out an extra $7 or $9 they don't have. It's called fractional reserve lending, and it's legal. If you and I do that, it's called counterfeiting.
Mercy.
Come on, folks. So the bank is the biggest borrower in town. And so what do they do with our money? They borrow it. Then they make big money with it. I mean, they make a tremendous amount of money investing that money. And then they pay us pennies on the dollar for the use of it. To finish up, folks, banking, they borrow our money and then give us pennies on the dollar for the use of it. That's basically it. And so what we want to do is then think about how we can turn the tables. How can we borrow their money at a much lower interest cost, get a big old benefit, and pay them pennies on the dollar for the use of their money? How about that? So when you use a debit card, you're spending your money and you can't also invest that same money. So what if you could borrow the bank's money, pay them pennies on the dollar for the use of their money, and then invest your money? So now money is doing double duty for you, not just the bank. So folks, that's what we're talking about.
But Don has some valuable information that can contribute to the quality of a person's life. And it only costs you a few dollars. It's his book. Why not get that?
I'm going to go through the P.I.L.L method myself with some of my investment properties. So I'm going to link up with Don, and then I'm going to sit down with him, show him my investment portfolio, and see how I can eliminate interest.